On today's episode, I've got a driver that I'm just pumped about because I love the irons that this manufacturer makes. In fact, it's become my favorite direct-to-consumer brand of any irons I've tested here on this show. And one of their irons actually got 98 points from me, the highest rating I've ever given a club on this show, or at least tied for the highest rating. Well, this is the driver, and this thing looks pretty darn good. This is where a lot of direct-to-consumer brands fall short, I've noticed. It's very hard to get a good direct-to-consumer driver. Could this be the one? Well, we're gonna find out here today on course, hitting some real shots under real circumstances. And in case you're wondering, yeah, this is from Maltby. This is the KE4 driver. It is courtesy of our friend Stu, who has helped us out numerous times here this year, providing Maltby clubs for us to test. And so many people have asked me to take a look at this driver. He had one, and he was kind enough to send it. Now, before I turn this around and take a closer look, I wanna remind you we have a Maltby contest running right now for a set of irons, and I'm gonna leave that link down in the description for you. So definitely get entered, and you just might win yourself a set of incredible irons from this brand. Let's take a closer look at the driver though. All right, taking a look at this head, well, first thing I noticed was that this looks so much like the TSR3 that I really love. You've got that teardrop shape. It's beautiful, it's clean. You've got a little mark here, which happens to be black on this one. I don't know if Stu did that especially because online it looks like a white dot, but on this one it's a little black dot. That's your alignment line, and apart from that, just a high gloss, beautiful club shape. The face, very big and inviting. It's very deep as well. And in terms of the back, you do have an adjustable weight here. It's a tungsten weight, and it's a nice profile in this titanium. Now, some technology built into this. You've got variable face thickness, so they claim it will be good on those off-center strikes, no matter where you hit this on the face. Well, we're gonna put that to the test out here and check forgiveness. I've paired it with a Tensei 65-gram stiff shaft. Yeah, it's a really nice looking package for a direct-to-consumer brand. Now, one thing you might really love about this driver is the price. At only $189 for the driver head, you can pair this with a shaft and have an extremely inexpensive, by today's golf standard, brand new driver. Sure, there's plenty of drivers you can buy secondhand that are really good as well, but here with Maltby, you can get a new driver that no one's ever hit, that no one's ever damaged, no one's ever marked up, and it can be all your own. Maltby's some of the best value going anywhere online. I love that. All right, let's hit our first shot. Now, I will be getting shot data as well as accurate GPS distances from my Garmin G80. This is courtesy of our partner playbetter.com, where I get all my golf technology, best prices on the internet, but more importantly, best people. Their customer service is impeccable. They take care of the Let's Play Through audience like no other. If you're shopping for any golf technology, highly recommend you shop there. Now, one adjustment I made to this driver as well is this head is 9 degrees, which is a little low for me. I generally have my driver set at 10.5. So we have turned this one up to the highest setting, which I believe is 2 degrees higher at 11, but we'll find out here real quick once we see some ball flight. Ooh, very straight. I expected a little bit more draw. That was like dead straight, so it's gonna be in the rough. One other thing was that was hit off the toe. And again, toe shot, you expect a little draw, but that was dead straight. That's a good sign in terms of forgiveness. The club head speed there was 104, the ball speed was 150, the smash was 145, very respectable, and the estimated carry 245. Trajectory looked perfect, so it looks like my adjustment was right. Let's go with shot 2 here. I'm gonna aim a little further left. Again, very straight ball flight. Extremely straight. Still didn't get much draw. Club head speed 104, ball speed 152 this time, smash 146, and estimated carry 248. These look like solid numbers, guys. Still don't think we're in the fairway though, so again, I'm gonna aim a little further left. There we go, wow. Whew. I'll tell you what, it feels good. In terms of sound of this driver, might not be my favorite in terms of sound. It's not bad, but it's a little more high-pitched than I would love to hear. It's not like Ping G400 bad, but it's also not like Titleist TSR3 good. Club head speed 104, ball speed 150, smash 144, estimated carry 244. So we had an average there of 145 smash. That's really good. The best drivers I've seen more around 147, 148 on average. We'll continue to test that here. It's gonna be, of course, strike position, but I'd say 2 out of 3 there. I hit in the middle of the club face. Nothing on the fairway because we're on a dogleg left here and they just flew so darn straight, which also means we didn't get any roll either, but 250 there in the rough by about 3 yards. think that was our third shot. We have another one over here. It was really well hit. I think this was my second shot. And that one is 254. Little deeper into this rough, I'd say about 10 yards into this rough, but again, dogleg left hole. And our first one, yes, it nestled up here really deep into the rough. That's a legato, that's my ball. 259, that was the first one. Oh, 260, well, bounce back to 259. Again, no roll. So distance-wise, I think that's actually pretty good. I think if we would have got some roll, we got 10 yards more roll, we're obviously gonna be around the 270 mark with that one. All in all, pretty darn good. We are gonna try to find the fairway, of course, but next we're gonna go to the workability test. I'm gonna be really interested to see these ones. They flew just so straight there that I don't think we're gonna get a lot of left or right movement when I try to hit a fade, but we'll give it a shot. Now that I feel it here too, I'd say we had a bit of a crosswind to maybe a little in our face there on the last hole as well. So that bodes again well for distance. All right, I'm opening up my stance here. We're gonna take an outside in swing. Let's see if we can move this ball left to right. Yeah, boy, more than I expected there. The wind is pushing a little that way as well, I'd say, but decent. Decent. This is such a critical category for you better golfers who really need to control trajectory, control ball flight. You've got to be able to turn it over on command. Yeah, I mean, I started that one left side of the fairway, like dead left, maybe even left rough, and it finished right rough, so that's not bad. Now I'm gonna play one a little further back in my stance, take a really inside to out swing and close my stance. Let's see if we can move this one right to left. There it is. Yeah, we definitely did that. That is the shot you hit in Scotland on the dog leg left. You need to keep it low and you want it to run. I love getting surprised by clubs, and it definitely surprised me here on workability. Now, before we get to our next test, we gotta talk about feel of this club. I think it does feel pretty darn good. It's solid feeling. There's definitely a solid feel at impact, but it's also quite pleasant, and you can really sense where on the club face you hit the ball. That's just so important with a driver. Sometimes you have these uber forgiving drivers and you have no idea where on the club face you hit it. Not with this one. This one's pretty darn good. We're gonna go back to the distance test here. We're gonna see if we can get a hole with a little wind behind us. It's always nice to hit the real bombs. It's not a big wind. It's only about 5 miles per hour here today, but we should be able to squeak out a little bit more and see how far this thing can fly. All right, we have emerged from the shadows here. This should bode well for us. Let's see what we do. Oh yeah, that's the line I wanted. It's gonna be deep, I think. Clubhead speed was 105, ball speed was 150, smash 143, and that's indicative of me hitting it maybe just a little bit there heel side, but again, just a beautifully straight ball flight. Carry was 244 estimated. That's position A on this hole. Let's see if we can replicate that. Got a little more draw out of that one here, but again, gonna be in a good spot. Clubhead speed 103, ball speed 147, and smash 142. It is a very loud driver. It's almost deafening. I feel like I've got some reverberation in my ears here. Maybe one of the loudest drivers outside of Japanese drivers I've ever tested, for what it's worth. Shot 3. Didn't quite swing that one as fast, I bet. I didn't take it all the way back. Yeah, 103, ball speed 142. Now the smash there, 138, because I hit that high on the club face. You probably saw the launch there was a little higher because of that. Estimated carry 223. Let's go find them, those first two. I'm really interested to see how far they flew. I'm hoping 275 plus. I think with that swing speed is where they deserve to be if this is a contender in terms of distance, but let's find out. Here is that third one we hit. 248 is where it finished. Not bad. I would take that. We're gonna have like a 70-yard shot into this short par 4, but we've got a couple over here that look big. All right, one here is just in the rough. Again, this is a dog leg left, so it's just so straight. It didn't quite catch the dog leg. The other one is in the fairway. This one is at 264, very, very solid. And here's gonna be our best one of the day. Looky there, 267. Very nice. As you know, I rank clubs on 5 criteria. In terms of distance, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5. It's just a little behind. In terms of forgiveness, I think I got to give it a full 5 out of 5 stars in terms of forgiveness, because this driver is just so straight no matter where you seem to hit it on the club face. In terms of workability, well, I expected to give this a low score after seeing the forgiveness so high, but I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 in terms of workability, because yes, you can move this ball left and right, and I was able to hit that nice low draw, I was able to hit that nice high fade. When it comes to aesthetics, looks, feel, sound, well, I love the looks. It reminds me of that TSR3 that I love so much. It's just clean. In terms of sound, I think it is maybe middle of the pack. Again, it's very, very loud, and it's kind of between the high pitch and the thud that I really like. And then in terms of feel, I think that's where it does excel. Very nice feel to this driver. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5. In terms of value, well, it's gotta be 5 out of 5 for value for me. Here's your score. Very strong performance, especially for a direct-to-consumer club. This is where so many direct-to-consumer clubs fail, is in the driver. You can get decent fairway widths, you can get really good irons, but drivers is really tough. This seems to be the best of the bunch that I have tried, although I do think it is maybe just a step behind those big manufacturers. Still loved it, and for the price, I really think it's fantastic value. If you're gonna round out a set of Maltbys, why not throw this one in the bag as well? Speaking of Maltbys, here are the irons that I think are the best Maltby irons, and these ones aren't too far behind in a slightly different category as well. 2 great offerings from a great brand. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you back here next time on another edition of Let's Play Through.